Hello again, those interested and concerned. Greetings. So before I forget, there are certain things I haven't covered and I feel I should cover. This madness that took place after I came back from London with the law degree. So now, having thought about everything, I can say that the witch against us has taken a great height of criminal activity, not only black magic on us, but killing people, like assassinating, I feel, and I have had signs. Hakim Sayed Shahid, where my principal was the headmistress. Sorry, I can't talk properly, but I have to say this before I forget. And initially, Sayyid Yusuf Zaidi, I think, told me over the internet that while we were chatting, that something great is going to happen to me in 21 days. I can't remember if it was in 1999, end of 1999, or year 2000 or 2001. But then the voices started to come, and the pressure on my body, and mental illness, hallucinations, like torture. I would smell certain things like bad socks, and my mind would be taken to a certain person, like my cousin David Qasim, who used to come to our house some years ago before he left for the USA. It was really chilling, shivering stuff. I didn't have my privacy that I should have had, and some dignity. We Muslims believe in dignity of people. But prior to Sayyid Yusuf Zaidi on the internet, there was Anand Kiran and Adila Sheikh, and I think Andalip. On Desi Chat, I met them. So I was given signs that I'm being watched, and through Anand Kiran, I felt I was chatting with my principal, Mrs. Munira Gulzar. There were many things happening, and so certain things would just make me go off, lose my mind and the grace of God that was given to me. So then I felt that Sayyid Yusuf Zaidi had to come to help me, because at times I was out of control on Desi Chat too. So what I felt was I cannot explain in words right now. I don't have words, but at one time I wanted to fall off the roof and commit suicide, but the neighbors started to shout out. And then when I felt that no, the principal is involved, I've seen her in this house in the attic room, and so I would calm down. But I couldn't understand. Even now it's hard to understand why the principal, if involved, why they had to do this from a distance. How terrible is it that I couldn't meet the principal? Oh yes, and she had told me that she felt like this pain was due to cancer, but thank God her tests were cleared. So someone had assassinated Hakim Saeed, Shaheed, and someone, a family member, had told me that someone doesn't want me to meet my principal and be at peace with her, or that the principal, Mrs. Munira Gulzar, come to my house. And yes, this some unknown person had come in my bedroom and gone through my personal diary, torn the cover of my personal diary and put it in between the pages. So that's how I came to know. So this witch has gotten Hakim Saeed martyred. Maybe there were people on the internet trying to help me and pray for me, but their prayers were backfiring because the witch's attack was even more severe now. So I was now mentally sick with psychic attacks. And then there was this atmosphere made like I was in my room but not really in my room. I was like hijacked psychically, spiritually, and all these people that I didn't want to meet or avoid, and this cousin of mine, David Qasim, I felt he's involved in this, but I couldn't take it because, you know, my dignity, my this thing, being a female. So thank God for the times that I felt it was the principal watching me, because I couldn't take anyone else watching me, and so I would calm down. So why I felt Sayyid Yusuf Zaidi betrayed me was that so many things were happening to me now. I was becoming mentally sick, and he even said that you're now not mentally well, so go to a doctor, see a doctor. And he had gone to London now, and my this thing was completely ruined. My life, my mental illness, I mean my mental health. But I was hoping that I would get well, and there were promises in my dreams that I would get well, and I was thinking that I would meet my principal when I get well, not go to her as a sick person and disturb her. And she was the one, behind her back actually, she was the one I was fighting for my life and surviving. And the past wounds were opened, and all the time it was either, now it was Miss Asteria Dissa back in the picture, and crying and breaking down again and again, and whatnot was going on. And I kept thinking, taking me back to my childhood years, what happened there again and again. So now in my life, childhood, it was over, but now again in my life later on years, someone watching me, mocking, laughing, in such gestures also coming, teasing, tantalizing the living daylights out of me. And this feeling all the time of being controlled by someone else and possessed. And this doesn't seem like a normal, mental illness. We can forgive, but I hope no one else goes through this like I have gone through this. And if there is a group of people who are terrorizing through psychic means, then I hope they would be found and stopped. So I was so deeply traumatized in Karachi that when I came to Dubai, I'm sorry to say, but living far away, somewhere where there were more foreigners. So if I once had these two Pakistanis pass by, and I had shivers, and I was so traumatized, and I told my brother that I don't want to see any Pakistani. And my brother said that there are 75% of people here are Pakistanis. Now the principal is 86 years old, and I don't wish to live without her. Unless God gives me the same miracle that He gave me years back, leaving someone that I loved dearly a lot. Principal is my lifeline, and the reason why I have lived and fought for my life. And also because in a way, if someone can be saved and learn from this and also stop these kind of things, if there's a way we can brainstorm, and if you can help me stop these evil people from terrorizing others, and the psychic attacks and all, distance, mind control that I've read over the internet. For my principal, I'm willing to forgive as she would want me to. I know her heart is very forgiving, but I'm still shocked, and I go through these phases where how can I forgive? This person must be stopped, these people. I thought that God had told me, enough, you have gone through enough in your true pure love for Miss Asteria Dissa. No more tears, it's now joy, and you found the one for you, Mrs. Munira Gulzar. Enjoy her presence in your life and the blessings with it. This love is a life giver, gives life, a beautiful life to all. And I could not imagine that Hakim Sayyid would be assassinated by someone from my side, my enemy. And because God had told me that this love will bring great things. Surah Tariq verses, they are scheming and I am planning. The principal and I had met at Tariq Bai's graduation ceremony, evening dinner. And I have some more signs from that night. And she told me that she was retiring, but God gave her 2 extra years so that I could complete my BA. But now even whichever spiritual person you may go to will tell you that life, real life, true life, what it is really. So I'm being consoled that a shaheed, a martyr, is never dead. Don't even think that he is dead. Jesus Christ speaks of true life, eternal life, is giving your life for your friend. I went through Muji Baba's meditations, and the Sanghas, and what he says, that we are all living a false, deluded life, and it's not really a true life. Even the Quran says that these people are dead, not living. And like my friend, very close, dear, special friend and brother Jude Allen said, how far will they go? How far will you go? These criminals who hurt others. Even Imam Ali alayhi salam says, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. How far will you go when you die someone else? Here you try to control lives and rule over other people's lives, dominating them, doing tyranny. You tyrants, one day, you arrogant people, one day you will die and your body will be taken by another person. Maybe you will not even be given a ghusl or wrapped in the coffin cloth. Who should care for you? Maybe your body will be given to a rabid dog to eat, or the vultures and lions.